gets blamed for being like this, like abhorrently racist nation. I think that is itself kind of a psyop.
Mhm.
I grew up in Alabama, and there was just, I mean, like you'd hear people say something once in a while, but like, growing up in the 1980s and 1990s, like most of that was past era, right? I didn't even really understand vitriolic racism until I was walking around the streets of Chicago as a young man. Just the things that you hear in Chicago are just like, oh my God, somebody just said that, you know. But the British Empire, right? I mean, they killed 100 million people in China.
Mhm.
Not just the Opium Wars, but the periods around it. They were seeding so much chaos and religious conflict that tens of millions of additional people died. I think that was a lot of the key to the Second Opium War. England had won the first one, right? I think it set the second one up to be much more brutal, with much more internal strife, and then also brought in French and Americans and other help, and had created their own secret societies and secret organizations. They had control of some of the islands. Hong Kong, of course, became a British province, but you've got Singapore. The British controlled the Navy, and when you control the Navy, you control the islands. So they were able to be even more brutal the second time around. But you add up all the death tolls from the British Empire through the first couple of world wars, and people act like Hitler's the ultimate evil, but it's like 300 million.
Right.
There's
Right.
nothing.
And that's
in
before
history.
we even get to the 20th century and Mao and all of his shenanigans.
Yeah, I'm gonna count some through there too.